Even if you are not a millionaire, you still want to have a rich image of your home. Have you ever thought about why? The thing is that luxury is not only about wealth. It's a symbol of beautiful and happy life. We all want to look better, to emphasize our social status and to arouse admiration. It used to be much easier to identify luxurious house from a non-luxurious. What did you immediately think of? Of course, classicism palace style, with its gold, stucco, sculptures and all the other stuff. But nowadays, it looks a little bit ridiculous. In this video, I would like to share my vision of luxury in interior. So let's get started. The more space we look through, the more it seems to us. Luxury is always about access. The more space, wider and higher, the more expansive and richer it looks. The space is about a power. How much space do you occupy in this world? And one more interesting thing, the emptiness lets in new opportunities in your life to create a spacious effect. Minimize walls and partitions to make an open flow between different areas. The visibility of more than one room gives us perspective, depth, and sense of freedom. Higher ceilings and windows. The height of ceilings symbolizes majesty, solemnness, and closeness to God. That is why the space of Gothic cathedrals, synagogues, mosques, and other temples made as higher as possible. That is sacred. In all cultures, moving up means spiritual ascent. The higher the ceilings, the more the feeling of infinity appears. You behold the space and height, and you forget about your worries and suffering. Low ceilings put pressure on us. It seems to limit our possibilities, thoughts, and aspirations. To emphasize vertical space, use tall bookshelves, floor-to-ceiling curtains, tall plants, and artwork that attracts eyes up. Antiques and vintages. Do not rush to throw away old items from your grandparents' house. Walk around antique shops and flea markets to find some atmospheric items that make you feel good or nostalgic. In addition, antiques which are in good condition to these days indicates that they are of really higher quality and expensive. Incorporating these kind of items add character, charm, and a sense of history. Blend antique or vintage pieces with modern elements to create an eclectic and luxurious atmosphere. Contrast between old and new gives the depth and uniqueness to your space. Large-scale wall art. A large number of small paintings and figurines create a sense of clutter, confusion, and visual garbage. Instead, hang one large piece of art that will attract more attention with its size and special location. In addition, oversized painting makes greater emotional impression, being such a window into another reality. It is especially important to use large format paintings in rooms with higher ceilings in order to make them more proportional to a person. Layering decor. This is the arrangement of different items together, one after another. You can layer fabrics decor or furniture, creating the depth, volume, and habitability in your home. That way, you show your special love and attention to your space for a long time. To use this tip, select different sized items such as vases, candles, boxes, and books. Place bigger items toward the back and the smaller ones in the front. Consider layering elements on the shelves, tabletops, and mantels. Do not leave horizontal or vertical surfaces absolutely empty, otherwise they look forsaken and lonely. Focal points. Entering the room, this is the first thing you see, the center of eye attraction. It creates the first impression and the mood. Select an architectural feature or an area in the room and make it the center of attraction. This could be a fireplace, a piece of art, or a piece of furniture. Arrange surrounding decor and other furniture to highlight it. However, this shouldn't be the most striking impression in the room, otherwise the rest of the room seems boring. Vignettes. These are arrangement of furniture and other items that tell a story about your life, hobbies, interests, or evoke a specific mood. It's a secret way to talk about yourself without saying a word. These can be items that are dear to you as a memory or remind you you're beloved. Express your dreams, desires, and passions. To create this mini story, use coffee tables, bookshelves, and sideboards. Consider incorporating items with different sizes, textures, and shapes. Use something vertical, horizontal, and sculptural to bring everything together. Also, to create such a chronicle, it's important to know yourself well and to tell the story about you beautifully. If you need a professional help, contact me to make your home look more sophisticated. Natural materials. They always have unique patterns and shades. It is a durable, eco-friendly, and expensive material. Natural wood, ceramic, stone, leather, wool, and silk will never go out of fashion. And in time, they get beautiful marks of aging. Nature helps us slow down and remind us the value of our lives. Decorative accents. Decor and accents have just the same importance as jewelry for women's appearance or spices to the dish. It is something without the whole picture doesn't look tasty, balanced, and complete. This is a kind of icing on the cake which balances and comes together all the elements to create a united picture. Incorporate floor vases, sculptures, or flashes of color in the form of cushions, hidden details, and curtain ties. The attention to detail makes luxurious interior. Flowers and greenery. Flowers and greenery add freshness, beauty, and a touch of nature to your home. Add fresh-cut flowers on the tabletops, mantels, and console. Incorporate indoor plants to bring a sense of nature and life to your home. Choose large statement indoor plants and place them in corners, next the window, or as focal point in the room. Presence of plants bring tropical feel, improve air quality, and are calming down. Visual variety of materials, shapes, and textures. The human eye requires visual variety. In a monotone interior, you will feel sleepy, tired, and depressing so soon. Moreover, a monotone interior doesn't look homey and lived in. But be aware to overdo with number of materials, colors, and shapes. Otherwise, it looks too busy, overloaded, and heavy. Layering textures add depth and tactile appeal to your space. Mix smooth, glossy surfaces with raw, textured one. Incorporate textured wall covering, decorative blankets, cushions, and curtains to enhance tactile experience and create a luxurious atmosphere. Experiment with layering different elements to create a visually rich picture and create a really luxurious look. Combine contrasting colors, shapes, and textures. That's it for today. Share in the comments which trick you liked the most and what do you mean by luxurious interior.